All right. So it's so nice to have the kids back to school, and then I can start doing some movement and yoga. I think yesterday was the first time I did a yoga class in a while, and my body is like, okay, I think I remember how to do this. So we'll just continue on our track of movement, of just flowing and movement, and getting into, I think last time, what did we work on? We'll work a lot on the hips and opening of the hips, but also with twists. We'll get into the back, the erector spinae, not so much the low back, but like the length of the back on either spine, to find length and just get movement there. Because when that's tight, that connects into the hip girdle. So if that is not open, or rather, when you have restrictions, especially in the forward folds or in the side bend, that a lot of that is the restrictions are felt, or restrictions are also caused by the back muscles, because the back muscles insert into the hip girdle, and if those are tight, then that also is going to be restricting your movement as well. Definitely tell it's fall time because it's a little chilly, so we're going to warm up the body with some onto our back, and just hug our knees into our chest and rock from side to side, and massaging of the lower back, and just kind of get the blood flowing this morning. Is it supposed to be hot today? Let's see. What is the weather like? Oh yes, it's going to get a little warm on the warm side this afternoon. It's always cold in the morning in the fall. You never quite know what to wear because it's cold in the morning and it's hot during the day. All right. And then go ahead and hug underneath your thigh, or hug, what is this, your hamstrings. So just go ahead and hug opposite and really kind of press, because we're going to really work on that anterior tilt, especially in those forward folds. So as you squeeze your thighs down onto your rib cage, anterior pelvic tilt, kind of reaching your sternum up towards the sky, lengthening. You can kind of feel your rib cage smashing into your thighs, your quads pressing into the rib cage, and just trying to find some length. And notice if there's any tension in the neck, right? Your neck should not have any tension. Usually we like to use our chin and kind of reach up to the sky, but we want to lengthen through the back of the neck, reach the sternum up towards the sky, release any tension in the neck. And then do a little rocking and rolling. Can you rock up to like a shoulder stand, and then rock into a boat, and then rock into a shoulder stand, and rock into a boat, into the boat, anterior pelvic tilt. So you're in that down dog, anterior pelvic tilt, and then rocking up to boat, anterior pelvic tilt, rocking up into a boat, anterior pelvic tilt, rocking up into that boat, anterior pelvic tilt. Come onto all fours and cat-cow out your spine. Oof. So in your cat-cow, can you find your anterior and posterior pelvic tilt? So if you're in cow, a bit of anterior pelvic tilt, and then in cat, posterior pelvic tilt. So that we're involving the entire length of the spine. But in our cat-cow, we are still anti-shrugging our shoulders, gluing our rib cage down, or our lat muscle squeezing the tennis ball. And then circle out with a barrel roll your chest, your rib cage, and then finding the opposite direction. We take this off, and you can see a little better. And switching directions. Coming into kneeling, taking the hands by our shoulders, draw big circles, big and slow circles. touch the elbows, draw up and open, touch the elbows, round your spine, open, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you, touch the elbows, open, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you, touch the elbow, and open, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you, touch the elbow, and squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. Taking the hands behind the head, open up and press the elbows back, lift like you're pulling, like your big thumbs are pulling underneath the bone, the skull. You're trying to lift and press your head back into your hands as you press your elbows back. And then drop the hands down, roll the shoulders back and down, tent the fingertips, tuck the chin to the chest, and open. So I made progress. I have one yoga tune-up ball in the office. So I got the ball in here. Now the next step is to actually use it while I'm in the office. And then come down onto your sit bones, and we're going to do tabletop. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the hips, send the hips towards the heels, and then lift. Ooh, this is really good for opening up the shoulders. And stomp into the heels of the feet. Ooh. Definitely, I feel it in the top of my shoulders. And then come down. Come into, roll your wrists out. Come into all fours, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Oof. Drop into the knees, come into kneeling, arms forward up and back. Open up the chest. Inhale. Come down, and for kneeling. Come forward. Lower down, knees, chest, chin. Roll your shoulders back and down, cobra. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Really press the pelvic bone down and use your low trap muscles, the muscles in between your shoulder blades to lift you up higher. Tuck the toes, come back into all fours. Tent the fingertips, we're going to round into a cat. Posterior pelvic tilt, come up into kneeling. Inhale, camel. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Come forward. Knees, chest, chin, cobra. Roll the shoulders back and down. And lift tops of the toenails down into cat. And dome round, especially that low back. Come into kneeling. Inhale, camel. Inhale. Exhale, open. Place the hands down by your hips. Press your SI joints forward. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Roll the shoulders back and down and lift. Sternum comes forward. Squeeze the inner thighs. Squeeze the inner thighs. Squeeze the inner thighs. And come down. Dive forward. Crawl underneath the fence. Shoulders back and down. Dome into cat. Posterior pelvic tilt. Inhale, coming up to camel. Inhale, right arm up for camel. Exhale, come down. Inhale, alternating sides to left side. So you can use your right fist and press this right SI joint forward, scoring the rib cage. And then come down. And both sides, camel. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale, come down. So right side, toss the right arm up and over. Come down, toss the left arm up and over. Come down, toss both arms up and over. And open up the chest. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky. Oh, find that psoas. Oh. You might want to take your right leg behind your left, right? Send it backwards towards the left side of the body to find greater length in your psoas. You should feel it kind of like right below your rib cage, the space between your rib cage and your hip. Now square off, one-legged down dog. And come forward, you can drop the right knee down, keeping the right leg lifted. Bend the elbows, come forward like you're doing chin stand prep. Hold and lift the left knee off the mat. Come forward. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. So we're really going to find the muscles that are used and activated in our one-legged down dog. And find the muscle in the lifted leg and the standing leg. Inhaling. Left leg comes up towards the sky. Send the left leg behind you towards the right side of your body so you can find greater length of the psoas. Square off the hips, one-legged down dog. Come forward and bend and lower the right knee down into chin stand prep. Lift the left leg up higher. Float the right knee off the mat. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back. Downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky. Swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Ooh. Inhaling. All the way back up, floating arms up towards the sky. And close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhaling, halfway up, anterior pelvic tilt. Exhale, plant the hands down, step the right foot back. Drop the right knee down, Anjaneyas. Inhaling, forward, up and back. Exhale, open up the chest. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down, step it back, high plank. Lower down knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg comes up towards the sky. Swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhaling all the way back up, floating arms up towards the sky. And close the pose, inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward, inhaling halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, drop the back knee down, inhaling, forward, up and back. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down, step it back, high plank, lower down. Roll the shoulders back and down for cobra, up dog, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward. Drop the back knee down, inhaling, forward, up and back, open. Inhale. Windmill the hands down, pop the back knee off the mat, back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhaling, coming all the way back up. And close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right foot back, drop the back knee down. Inhale, forward, up and back. Exhale, open. Send the right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale. Exhale. Neutralize through the spine, shift the hips back, straighten out the left leg in Hanumanasana, half Hanumanasana. Pull that left hip back, flexing through the left toes. And come forward, forward, up and back. Exhale, open up the arms again. Inhale, windmill the hands down, step it back. Take your vinyasa. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale. Down dog, inhale, right leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Drop the back knee down, inhale, forward, up and back. Exhale, open. Inhale. Tuck the left toes under and come up for crescent lunge. So scoot your left leg back, left heel presses forward, deep crescent lunge. Interlace the fingers behind you, roll the shoulders back and down, reach the knuckles towards your heel. Release. Windmill the hands down, pop the back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Bend the knees and lift the heels. Bring the thigh bones towards your rib cage. Interlace the fingers, press the palms up towards the sky. Squeeze the ankles and then squeeze the ankles and the thighs together. Roll the heels forward. Lower the heels down, come into half chair, flat back. Ardha Utkatasana. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Exhale, open. Inhale, tricep stretch over to the left side. So side bend. Oh, stomp on your right foot. Inhale. Coming up. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Notice how your right butt cheek might have a little bit more space compared to your left. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands down. Left foot back. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, forward, up and back. Exhale, open. Inhale, shift the hips back. Half Hanumanasana. Pull the right hip back, flexing through the right toes. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale. Windmill the hands down, step it back, high plank. Take your vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up towards the sky. Swing away, forward runner's lunge. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, low lunge, forward, up and back. Exhale, open. Inhale. Tuck the right toes under, coming into crescent lunge. Scoot the right foot further back. Press the right heel forward. For 3, 2, and 1. Windmill the hands down. Pop the back foot to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Lift the heels. Bend the knees into a low squat. So squeezing ankles together, thighs together, stack them, sternum over the hips, press the palms up towards the sky. Roll so that the thigh bones are coming to the rib cage. Lower the heels. Ardha Utkatasana, half chair. Flat back, inhale all the way up. Exhale, open, side bend over to the right, tricep stretch on the left. Oh. Stomp in your left foot. Stomp in your left foot. Inhale. And close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Anterior pelvic tilt brings you halfway up. Exhale, fold deeper. Right foot goes back, drop the back knee down. Inhale, forward, up and back. Exhale, open. Inhale, lift the left heel. Send your hips forward, toss the arms back. Right hip forward, left hip back. Lower the hands, transverse lunge. So we're going to turn to the right. We're going to turn to the right. Keeping the left knee bent, right leg straight, flexing through the right toes. Ooh. Lifting up the hips, straighten out both legs. Left hand forward, right hand in between the legs, twist, open up to the low back. Right, so the more you twist to the right, reaching your right arm in between the feet, the more opening you're going to feel in the left kidney. Central Come to the center in a wide-legged forward fold. Turn to the left foot, come to the top of the mat, or turn to the front of the mat. Come into a runner's lunge. Right hand down, left arm twist. Oh. Reach the left arm forward away from your left sit bone. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sweep into a side angle. So you're going to drop your right heel. You're going to come and side angle. Left arm down, right arm up towards the sky. Reach the right arm by your right ear to get that length right here. So keep twisting and opening. Keep sending your left rib cage forward towards me and the right rib cage back. So can you keep rotating your rib cage towards the side? Straighten out both legs, pop the right foot in for pyramid pose, flexing through the left foot. So you can bring blocks if you need blocks. We're going to pop the left toes off the mat into a pyramid pose. Square the hips, so pull the left hip back. Lower the toes down. Flat back. So in here, strict straight with both legs, but mostly your left leg. Strict straight with both legs. Pull the left hip back. Anterior pelvic tilt. So that added anterior pelvic tilt, that's going to bring in the intensity in your hamstring. Bend your right knee, runner's lunge, plant the hands down, step it back, high plank, lower down, inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward, runner's lunge, drop the back knee down, inhale, forward, up and back. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down, pop the back knee off the mat, back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhaling all the way back up. Side bend, tricep stretch on the right, side bend to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, swan diving forward. Inhaling halfway up, flat back, anterior pelvic tilt. Notice if there's a difference between the right side and the left side in your anterior pelvic tilt. Fold deeper. Step the left foot back. Drop the back knee down, inhale, forward, up and back. Exhale, open. Inhale. Windmill the hands down, pop the back knee off the mat. Runner's lunge. Runner's lunge twist. Keep the right arm by the right ear. Keep pulling your right sit bone away, lengthening through your right rib cage. Transverse lunge. Bend the right knee. Straighten out the left leg, flexing through the left toes. Reach your right hand toward the outside of the left pinky toe. You're going to get more of a stretch in your back. Can you anterior pelvic tilt and get deeper? So anytime the leg is straight, if you anterior pelvic tilt, you're going to be able to get a little deeper. Straighten, come to the center, straighten out both legs, toes and heels out, wide-legged forward fold twist. So right hand forward, left hand in between the feet to twist deeper. And release. Walk your hands to the right foot. And we're going to spin into a side angle. So bend the right knee, scoot the left leg back, right arm down onto a block or to the inside of the thigh. The most important thing is this twisting rib cage open. So if you take your left hand onto your rib cage and twist, use the back of the right tricep to twist open, sending your right rib cage towards the side wall. If you take your arm by your ear, you're going to get greater length. Stomp onto your left pinky toe and keep rotating. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hands down, pop the back foot closer for pyramid pose with the foot flexed. So flexing through those right toes, pull that right hip back, anterior pelvic tilt gets you a deeper hamstring stretch. Bend the right knee. Windmill the hands down, steps back, high plank, lower down, inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Drop the back knee down, inhale. Forward, up and back, open through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down, pop the back knee off the mat, back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhaling all the way back up, floating arms up towards the sky, and close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhaling halfway up, exhale, step the right foot back. Drop the right knee down. Inhale, forward, up and back. Open. Ooh. We forgot side bends. Okay. Tricep stretch on the right, side bend leaning over to the left. Oh, this you're going to feel in your psoas. So press down into your right toe and your right knee as you try to side bend over to the left. Inhale. Now go the other way. Side bend over to the right. Inhale. Come on up to crescent lunge. Pop the back knee off the mat. Hi, Mo. It's good to see you. Okay. Take the left wrist. Pull it way. So roll the left shoulder back and pull the left wrist towards the right. So basically you're pulling your left hand to the outside of the right hip, twist. Sink the knee down or bend the left knee strong and straight for 3, 2, and 1. Then take that twist of the right tricep over to the left side. So keep twisting for 3, 2, and 1. Neutralize through the spine. Straighten out both legs. Pyramid pose. Bending through the left knee. Shift the weight forward into a standing split. And really lift that right leg up higher. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee, step it back, high plank. Lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Oh, you should feel a lot of space and length on your right side body, where your back muscles, your rectus spinae insert into the right hip, Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward, runner's lunge, back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up, side bend over to the right. So tricep stretch on the left, side bend over to the right, stomp your left foot down. Inhale, and come to neutral. All right, inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Notice if there's difference in space in your hips. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, set the left foot back, drop the right knee down. Inhale, forward, up and back. Open up through the chest. We're going to come into Crescent Lunge. So we're going to lift the back heel. Interlace the fingers behind you. We're going to find, left hand finds the right wrist. Left hand finds the right wrist. And we're bringing the right hand to the outside of the left hip. Strong and straight back leg, press the heel forward. Stomp into your right foot. Inhale, left arm goes up towards the sky, and we're going to twist to the outside. Inhale, come back to center. Tricep stretch on the left side, side bend over to the right. You're going to feel this in your psoas. Oh. And then side bend, tricep stretch on the right side, side bend over to the left. You're going to feel this on the other side. Actually, you're going to feel it in both psoas, slightly a little different. Pop the back foot in, straighten out both legs. Try a pyramid pose. Pyramid pose. Shift the weight forward into a standing split. And really lift that left leg up super high. Get it as high as you can go. Place the hands down and push. Push as hard as you can. Crown of the head points down towards towards your mat. Rib cage smashes to your thighs. You're pushing with all your might. Bend the right knee, lower the left leg down. Look up. Oh, step it back, high plank. Lower down. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Should be a lot more space. Inhale, left leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhaling all the way back up, floating arms up towards the sky. And close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, chair pose. Chair pose. Take the hands to prayer and twist over to the right. Take the right arm by the right ear. Find length, rotate rib cage. Pop the left foot off the mat, squeeze. We're going to go into crescent lunge twist. Shoot the left leg back. We've been here before, so we get deeper. Deeper, deeper. 4, 3, bend the right knee, 2, and 1. Windmill the hands down. Plant the hands down. Step it back, high plank. Take your vinyasa. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes up towards the sky. Take the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Come into a warrior 1. But square the hips. Yeah. So pulling the right hip back, sending the left hip forward. Inhaling, arms up high towards the sky. Really focus on squaring the hips and the rib cage towards the front of the room. Windmills the hands down, pop the back foot in closer for revolved triangle. Oops. Revolved triangle. Left hand down, right arm goes up towards the sky. You really keep pulling that right hip back. Lower the right hand down. Bend both knees. You're getting into that race prep. Right, so you're going to hug right arm behind the right knee. Left arm clasping the tricep. Keeping the rib cage onto our right rib cage onto our right side. Begin to straighten out the arms, or sorry, straighten out the legs, straighten out the right leg. But you're not going to go any further than your primary goal is to keep that rib cage smashing onto the thigh bone. And you're only going to straighten as much as you can keep your rib cage onto your thigh bone. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Whew. 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 Okay. All right. I'm going to turn towards the right, stretch out the IT band. So I'm going to slowly walk my hands to the outside of my right foot, keeping both legs straight. I don't have to go very far to feel it. We're going to bend both knees. We're going to come down into cow face pose, go Mukasana. So walk the hands over. Right knee in front of left. Sit the sit bones down towards the left. Oh. Press the knees down. Tricep on the right side. Oh no, wait, tricep on the left. Yeah, tricep on the left side. Go Mukasana. Use a strap or a t-shirt. Press the head back. And release and take the twist over to the right. And keep pressing both knees down. Keep pressing your right hip down. Oh. Whew. And release. Release, release. All right, crawl on up. Oh. Well, we're in pigeon. So right knee, your perfect position for pigeon. We really want to press down and lift so press the legs down and lift the chest up. Pull the mat, walk the hands down the mat and lift. And release. Plant the hands and then come into one-legged down dog. Big leg circle. Lower the feet down. Find your down dog. Find a deeper down dog. Can you get your upper back muscles, your lower trap muscles to work? Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward, runner's lunge, back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Take a moment here. Find your space. Maybe there's more space on the right side than the left. Inhaling, coming all the way back up. Inhale and close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward. We're coming into chair pose. Chair pose. Take the chair twist. Twist and pry your arms open towards the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the gaze down to your left foot, float the right foot off the mat, hold. We're going to shoot into crescent lunge twist. Send the right leg back. And twist. Inhale. Come back to center. Oh, I feel like we missed a warrior one somewhere. Did we miss a warrior one somewhere? Inhaling, come on up. To crescent. Oh. Straighten out both legs. I feel like, how did we get into warrior one? I don't remember. I know we had a revolved triangle somewhere. Oh, I know. We'll just windmill the hands down, step it back, high plank, take your vinyasa, inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes up towards the sky. Take the left foot to the outside of the left hand, coming up to a warrior one. Drop the back heel down. Inhale, come on all the way back up. Bend that left knee. Really press into that right pinky toe. Really sink down. Straighten out both legs, revolve triangle. Right hand down. Left arm goes up towards the sky. Pull that left hip back. Lower the left hand down. Pop the feet in closer. Now we're bending both knees in like the runner's prep. Left arm goes behind the left knee. Right arm finds the, what do you find? Basically giving yourself a hug. You're finding your tricep. Your right hand comes underneath, finds your tricep. Your left rib cage is on your thigh. And you're going to straighten out the leg only as much as you can smash your rib cage onto your thigh, anterior pelvic tilt. So it might not be as much as the other side, but anterior pelvic tilt and straightening out the leg. And release. Now we go Mukasana. Okay, so walk the hands over to the left side. Kind of stretch out the IT band. And then bend the knees. You're going to stack, I'll come this way. You're going to stack the left in front, the left knee in front of the right. You're going to sit the sit bones over to the right side. Ooh. Press the knees down, go Mukasana. So we are tricep stretch on the right side. And then cow. Keep pressing your knees down. Use the back of the head to press the elbows back. Release, take the twist over to the left. And release. Now we crawl into pigeon. So left foot forward, the left shin bone forward, come into pigeon. Crawl the fingers back. And come on down, tuck the back toe under, one-legged down dog, big leg circles. Lower the feet down, lower the feet down. And lower the knees down instead of back child's pose. See if you have more space in the hips. Maybe you can take your child pose a little wider. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Notice if you have a little bit more space, back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. We're gonna bend the knees, wrap our arms around. Remember, rib cage smashes to the thigh bone, and only straighten and lift the tailbone up towards the sky as much as you can keep the rib cage onto the thighs. Anterior pelvic tilt. And release, slowly come on up. And close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank, take your vinyasa. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky. There should be so much more space. So you should feel the restriction in a slightly different area now. Right foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. You're going to tuck your right shoulder underneath, behind your right knee. Take the arms out wide into a T. Crown of the head aims for the right heel. Really, can you get your back? Can you get your right shoulder blade underneath your right thigh? Drop the back knee down, come down for gate pose. So you can either take the knee bent with the feet on the outside or on the inside, entirely up to you. So you can either be here or here. Either way, you want your right rib cage to the inside of the right thigh. And I don't know where my strap is. I think my strap is still in the house. I didn't unpack it from our trip from Idaho. Okay. So you can take it either way, but the key is to make sure that your rib cage, the right rib cage, is on the inside of the right thigh. Inhale. Oh. Come on back. Oh. And then we'll Janu Shirsasana. head to knee pose. So framing the right foot, inhale, aim for the outside pinky toe. You should be able to get a little deeper than the beginning of class because your back muscle, your erector spinae has been opened. So much more open. Usually if we're not working on this, I can't go to the outside of the pinky toe, but this is, I can hook onto the heel. All right. Sundial. So we're going to really lean a lot onto our left butt cheek. And so our right butt cheek is not on the ground. So we're going to backpack. We're going to go way high up on the backpack, as high as can be, way high up on the backpack, really higher than you've ever done. Flip the palm. You're going to lean onto your left butt cheek. Lean onto your left butt cheek. And if you need a block, to put your hand on the block, to really lean onto your left butt cheek and twist and kick the foot for sundial. The more you twist, the more you lean, the deeper you can go. This is really more about twisting. Twist. Oh. Really lean. The more you get onto your left butt cheek, the higher the backpack can come. Oh. Oh. Your hips should feel pretty good. Whether you can backpack or however far you can backpack, your hips should feel pretty good, pretty open. Maybe you try again. Oh. Whew. And when you're done with that side, you can butterfly it out. Remember, anterior pelvic tilt. Okay. Whew. Let's crawl forward. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg comes up towards the sky. Oh, so much more space. Really twist underneath that left arm, left foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. We're going to tuck our left shoulder, drop our back knee down, tuck our left shoulder behind the left knee, walk the hands out, crown the head down, really get it way high up on there. Pop the back knee off the mat, crown of the head aims for the back of the left heel. Oh, so much more space. So much more space. All right, come down, have a seat. Ow. Have a seat. We're going to do gate pose. Left leg straight. Gate pose, so the right foot can be turned in or turned out. It's up to you. Oh, most important, the rib cage, you want the rib cage to the inside of the left thigh. Flip the grip on your left hand and the right hand goes over. And definitely on days where we don't work on the low back and twists, we did light twists today, but a lot of like side bend. Definitely can't touch or get my hands to reach anywhere even close if we haven't spent like an hour working on it. Inhale coming up. Head to knee pose. So if you haven't already put the foot on the inside, we're going to aim for the outside left pinky toe. Right kidney is super open. The right kidney is right here. So your back should be super duper open now. Anterior pelvic tilt. And release, sundial. 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 Oh. So backpack, way up high. Higher than you've ever done before. Way up super high. Lean onto your right butt cheek. Block for the left hand. Lean onto your left butt cheek way up high. Flip the grip. Twist. Twist, twist, and kick. Oh. So way up high. Oh, look at you, Anjali. Look at that. Oh. Whew. And release. All right. Whew. Butterfly. Butterfly. Now your Kundalini too, flying the split should be like at a different altitude now that you're able to get your leg up higher onto your shoulder blade. So between crow and flying splits, you should be able to kind of feel like a new, use that as a litmus test of like where your body is, right? Because you definitely, like, I feel like there's more space. There's more space in my hips. But that translates to, in the other poses, it's just that minor, what feels like a couple millimeters more of space translates to a different experience when we're doing our arm balances. So let's go and do normal vanilla crow, but with these new magical hips and low back that's super open. So if you're just, it's like the car just got like an oil change and it's all like ready to go. So you can just try your crow. And see how it feels with your newly lubricated joints. Look at you, Mo. Look at that crow. It's awesome. She's just like hanging out in crow. Look forward, Mo. Look forward. All right, so your Kundalini 2 should be, I mean, this really opens up the muscles, opens up the necessary hip muscles for Kundalini 2. Because that, I mean, if you think about it, the right side is sundial, right, in Kundalini 2. So we've spent all opening up our hips and really getting that backpack super high up. So really get that backpack super high up. You've got chaturanga, you're walking your hands forward, you're smashing and you're lifting. Oh, hold on. Carpet's in the way. Okay. And see if you can round. Is it a rounded back? I think it's a rounded back. I think your lower back is domed in this, I think. So you can get super high up on the tricep. Oh. So your Kundalini 2 should feel a lot stronger, and then see how long you can hold it. Yeah, that looks great, Anjali. That looks super strong. It looks so strong. Kick the foot forward, Uday. Okay, right, because this is like sundial. Your right leg is like sundial, so kick the foot forward. Right now your right knee is bent. Right, so like if you think about it, with the leg kicking forward, that's the same as sundial. And I know you can get the leg behind your head. Yeah, so if you're ready, you can switch to the other side. And Kundalini 2 is more about getting that, really getting that backpack, right? We're just doing backpack, turn 90 degrees, getting that backpack. Oh, so I haven't quite figured out how to get from Kundalini 2 to crow. But just Kundalini 2 and just holds round like dome. It's chaturanga, right? Your arms are in chaturanga in Kundalini 2. The further high up that you get the backpack up on your back. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. And then you can feel the tendency is to shrug the shoulders. So when your shoulders are shrugged, then you don't have the strength to dome. So even though you're coming forward, we want to prevent our shoulders from rolling forward. Right? We don't want our shoulders to roll forward. Here, it's very easy to come into our shoulders shrugged, but then we don't have the strength. So we should actually be going the opposite way, right? Nothing's changed. You're still engaging through your back. Oh. All right. Whew. Okay. Hopefully your hips feel ooey gooey and you're ready to go into the long weekend with a new, more mobile you. So seated V-sit, Upavishta Konasana. Anterior pelvic tilt brings you forward. Instead of a dome, anterior pelvic tilt. Anterior pelvic tilt, anterior pelvic tilt. All right. So bridge and wheel should feel different? Because usually the restriction, you have to find what the restriction is in your body. Do you feel it in your quads, or is it in the hips, or is it in the psoas, or is it in the shoulders? Right, so depending on, because those are all the muscles, right? If you think about the wheel, all the muscles that are open, or all the muscles that are lengthened in our wheel, depending on the state of each of those muscles are in the flexibility or the openness, you're going to feel the tightness in maybe a different group, because we just worked our hip flexors. So if you just come up into bridge, where do you feel the restriction, if any? And can you stomp onto the heel of your foot and lift? And then if you add wheel, is the restriction, do you feel the restriction in your torso, in your quads, or in the shoulders? Because remember, we worked some on our shoulders, but not a huge, not a ton. We spent the majority of our time working on our psoas. So maybe the wheel is what feels, oh yeah, that's, oh, yep. Yep, I feel it in my shoulders. Definitely in my shoulders. I can definitely feel it in the front of my shoulders because we didn't work on that today. So to find, like, it's like the training wheels, or not training wheels is a bad thing, but like if you want to be able to get more opening, but it's hard to get more opening if you're, it's like a catch-22, right? If you have a restriction, if your shoulders are tight and you want to do more opening, the restriction prevents you from opening. So what you can do is elevate your feet onto some blocks, onto a stool, or onto your couch. And this will get you that where you can, there we go. So like, I'm not restricted by my shoulder tightness to be able to get to kind of the, if I want to open through my abdominals. So now I feel the restriction in my abdominals, my rectus abdominis, because I've taken the element of the shoulder restriction out of it so that I can get to the next thing that is tight. So kind of play around with that. Like I said, my favorite thing is still the wheel. I use the wheel for one thing. There's lots of different poses that you can't do on the wheel. I don't do any of those. I literally just use the wheel to open my shoulders and the front of my body, like the pec. And just doing this a few minutes a day, you just can't get this kind of opening, you know, as unassisted. So find your bridge, your wheel. Oh, that feels better. All right, come onto your back. Whenever you're ready. Take the feet as wide as mat knees together, windshield wiper the knees left and right. Left and right. Ooh, right there. So when I drop my knees over to the left and I press my knees away, I feel the psoas right here stretch.
How early am I?
You're early, Kiona. You're early by, oh, my watch just died, my battery died. I think you're early by like 8 minutes.
Give me a watch.
Okay, you gonna charge my watch, please?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
How many more minutes?
6 minutes, I think.
Okay, bye, Mom.
All right, Kiona.
6 more minutes.
What? I don't know. I don't have my watch. Oh, I have 1 minute? Oh, okay. And then switch to the other side. I think I even found the doorstop. So now I can feel it deeper. The stretch goes deeper into my psoas because we go, hi. Hello, Kai.
Mommy, wake up.
Mommy's awake. All right. And then take your legs out long. Take your arms
Mommy,
overhead.
wake up.
Okay.
Mommy.
Rolling onto one side. And come and have a seat. Come sit down with me, Kai Kai. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers, press the palms up towards the sky, pull the arms behind you. Are you doing it too, Kai Kai? Lower the hands down to heart center. Go get your sister. Go get Kiki.
Mom, come.
I will. Bowing forward, namaste. Okay, I will be there. Hold on, go get your sister.
Come.
I will. Go get your sister.